The tilt is real.
The tilt is real.
This is when the tilt is real.
Welcome into the Sunday Tilt with your host, the FF chef himself, Will from Biased Opinions, and John, JAWN Swanson. Sunday, my dude.
This is when the tilt is real. This is when the tilt is real. Good morning and happy Sunday. Welcome into the Fantasy Football Sunday Tilt. And man, it is the semifinals, week 16. First and foremost, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you guys are all enjoying your holiday weekend. And what better way to enjoy it with us on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock and then a full slate of football games afterward. Join with me today, Mr. John, JAWN Swanson. What's up, buddy?
Hey, it's the holiday season and everyone's sick.
I didn't have much time this week, but I wanted to redo Cousin Eddie. It's, Merry Christmas. IR is full.
Hospital's full.
Because my IR,
that's awesome.
In all of my leagues it's devastating. Like,
dude, it's bad. It's really bad.
I have 32 players on my roster.
Yeah.
Like 18 of them are on IR or have the 2020 or, it's just terrible.
The deepest of leagues. The deepest of leagues. You have to go even deeper. Like I'm just looking, I'm scrolling through and it's just red designations for everybody. Chef, I want to bring this up to you. So we don't say 2020 on this show, right? We don't say it. Do we just stop doing that now? Because clearly what we've been doing hasn't worked.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
I think I'm okay with it now. I think maybe
it's been over a year. It's definitely not our fault. We did not cause any of this because we have not said it on the show.
Exactly. So I think that we're in the clear now.
Yeah. You could break out the big C. I want to say the big C.
You see the big C?
Yeah, the big C.
All right, cool. Big C. All right. I'm just going to say it. COVID protocols have made things a little crazy here. I know it's weird. It's the first time we've said it on the show in 16 weeks, but thank you guys who have been with us for the last 16 weeks. This is the time. Hopefully some of you got a bye week. Hopefully you have to deal with it last week, but you do this week. So I don't know.
How could you not have to deal with it? Like that is it's just everywhere.
Impossible. There's no way. There's no way that any teams in the playoffs are able to because a lot of these guys are your playoff guys. Travis Kelce just went out this morning. Yeah, he's not going to play. He got you to the playoffs.
Yeah, he did. Oof,
I mean,
did he ever?
Lamar Jackson is not playing. Evans, Godwin, Fournette, especially Fournette. Fournette, who would have thought, man, at his ADP, unbelievable.
But I mean, that wasn't because of the big C. Yeah, that's because the guys injured.
People who are out. Yeah, but still, it's a big list of folks that aren't playing.
Indeed.
Jumping into the chat here with Justin, who has been here every week and even before that during the off season. Merry Christmas, Justin.
Merry Christmas.
First one for Justin. Waddle or Giovanta?
What a tilt to start it out. Waddle or Giovanta? Now, I think Waddle's going to eat today.
I would take Waddle over Giovanta. Yo, it has been it started off as a joke, like the Melvante thing, to where it was like a perfect 50-50 split. But bro, like it has been a perfect split the whole season. It's wild. Giovanta's going to get his eventually, but I think
Waddle has a little bit more upside.
I agree.
To be honest. And Devonta Parker is going to be pretty much shadow covered by Marshawn Lattimore for the Saints. So that leaves Waddle open a lot more. Their slot corners, I forget their guy's name. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is not very good compared to Marshawn. Yeah. So, I think Waddle does it for you. I think so. I think Tua is going to be happy to have him back. Finally, he was his favorite target when he was healthy, and Tua gets Waddle back. Should help Tua's production. And as much as I like Giovanta Williams, if you have the option Waddle over Giovanta, I'm going Waddle.
Agreed. And got another one here for Justin Jackson, Michael Gallup, Melvin Gordon, Devonta Smith, or OBJ. Got to start 2 of these here.
Start 2? Well, that makes it easier for us. Justin Jackson is definitely a player that I want to play. Austin Eckler has the big C. I'm still not going to say it. You can't get me.
That's okay. That's okay.
Austin Eckler with the big C is not going to play. Justin Jackson going up against the Houston Texans. Houston Texans are terrible against the run. And then Gallup, Gordon, Devonta Smith, or OBJ. I kind of like OBJ.
Really?
Yeah. It's Patrick Peterson in Minnesota.
I guess Vikings, I guess.
They give up a lot. I mean, let's see. Over the past 4
Vikings
weeks,
are dead past 5 weeks against wide receivers.
Yeah,
so that is something to note. However, looking at Devonta Smith, I mean, the Giants aren't good against wide receiver either, but I don't know if we're going to really need Devonta Smith against the Giants. No offense, Chef, but I mean, you're starting Jake Fromm.
I would not start Devonta Smith over OBJ. I would actually put OBJ over Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith is going to get shadow covered by Bradbury, and that has not worked out well for most receivers. And like you said, the Eagles probably will not have to throw the ball as much, and they have, Dallas Goddard should be a target in there. I don't see them throwing the ball too much.
Do you think they're really going to need OBJ though? Also, I mean, they're going to be up. Madison is a great, he's a great replacement for Dalvin Cook. But do you think it's going to be enough to where the Vikings are going to be competitive this entire game?
I don't know if they're going to be competitive the entire game.
So there will be at least some time for OBJ to get his.
I believe so. I think the targets are pretty good. I'll pull it up here for a second so we just talk about it in a nutshell. He's been growing in target share. So the past couple weeks, he didn't get too much against Seattle, but prior to that, 10, 5, 7 targets against Arizona. Seattle was a weird game. They really didn't need him too much, but Minnesota is not good against wide receivers. I know it's going to be a big Cooper Kupp day, but look for OBJ to get his as well, I think.
I'm on board with that. As much as I want to start Devonta Smith because he's Devonta Smith and I just love how fast he is. I'm going to go with OBJ there. I have to sneeze.
Oh, gosh. Is he?
It's not going to go out.
And when it does, it's not going to stop. Oh, man.
I know. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Happy week 16. Merry Christmas. Nose is full of snot. Kicks for Mike. What's going on, man? Thanks for sticking with us all season. He's got a must-win week because Cook is out.
Don't we all? Mm-hmm.
I got a must-win week after the bye last week. I was in the playoffs in 5 total leagues. And then the Tuesday games took me out by like 10-point margins everywhere.
Oh yeah,
it was so close.
So much fun, right?
So it just left the prime, which is still my most competitive league.
Oh, that's the home league that we're in.
That's the home league. That's the league of record. So that is I'm very happy to be there. But I want my name on that trophy. So this is a must-win week for me as well, Mike. So let's help him out here. Go ahead.
I was in 6 playoffs, got booted out of 1 last week in the cut league. So I got cut. Yeah. And, when we both projected both of us to win, it did not work out in our favor.
By a wide margin. That's why don't look at your projections.
Yeah. Projections are BS.
They sure are.
But I am in the playoffs still in 5 other leagues. Hopefully, I'm going to win. I had Debo go off the other night for me in 1 league. I had Nick Chubb last night. So that was
Nice.
good. And yeah, it's going to be a battle, but it should go off without a hitch, and it should be good.
How about AJ Brown?
I have AJ Brown in 0 leagues. Believe it or not.
I held on to him for the prime. Held on to him and started him. Wow.
Well, that's a way to get ahead.
Sure was. Yeah, but then I was up 50 points, and then I think it's Keith I'm playing. He had Debo, and he also had. Actually, I'm not even paying attention. I'm trying not to. All right, Goddard or Hunter Henry for kicks from Mike. What do we got?
Oh man, Goddard or Hunter Henry? Let's see.
I'm pretty sure that.
I'm gonna go with Goddard here.
Yeah, I am too. Bills are pretty good against the tight ends. Pretty good. Last 5 weeks. Fourth.
And the Giants are terrible. Their defensive grade against tight ends is like a 40.1 according to PFF. Like, so
it's not good.
Goddard is the way to go, I believe, for me.
For sure. Can't spell Goddard without go. It's gonna go with that. Kicker. All right, I gotta do a little digging here. Fry, Suck Up, Elliott, Hopkins, or Koo. You know I love Youngway.
I do too, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it against Atlanta today. And that's kind of crazy.
What?
I think I want to go Brian Suckup here. I think
against Atlanta. Koo is on Atlanta.
What?
Koo's on Atlanta.
Yeah, going up against Detroit, rather. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes.
I think Atlanta's
going to do it up against Detroit.
No, I don't, because I think Atlanta's actually going to score touchdowns, not field goals.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could be wrong. I don't really follow kickers too much, but I'm liking Brian Suckup. I think Baltimore is going to wind up getting stalled out with Josh Johnson taking the helm a little bit against Cincinnati. So they are going to be forced to kick field goals there and try to keep up. So I'm taking Suckup.
Hey, I like that. I'm gonna go with that.
I don't play in leagues that have kickers. Kicks for Mike. Apparently you do. Good luck to you, buddy.
What's in his name? Kick. It's in there. You know? Good luck, Mike. The guy he's playing is starting Hurts over Dak.
Don't ever let your opponent's roster lineups affect yours.
Dictate what you put in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if he's starting Hurts over Dak, I would play Hurts over Dak as well, because Dak hasn't really been doing much. They've been bottoming out as far as fantasy production, but that still doesn't make it different on my Goddard selection. I think Goddard is just going to outproduce Hunter Henry.
I agree. But that being said, I don't necessarily feel like it's the worst thing to do. Okay, I see what you're saying. Don't just start somebody because just because if you get the points from Goddard, his quarterback gets points, because you do remember that in most leagues, quarterback gets 4 for a touchdown, and then your tight end will get 6.
He answered it perfectly here. He just says better matchup. That's what it is. That's what you stick with no matter what. The only way I would let my opponent's team dictate my roster is if I am blown out of the water after a Thursday and Saturday of holiday games, and you need a deep dart throw to pay off. You need a Hail Mary. You need all of the long shots. That's when I go for the ceiling plays in my flex position instead of just my comfortable floor, which I usually do.
So week 16 of 2021.
That's it. That's it.
That's what it is. Yep. Or if you're in the Chaos League and then people control your roster, but that rule didn't stick. Good morning, Zach. What's going on, man? Happy holidays, dude.
Morning, Zach. Happy holidays.
Here with us all season. All right, Justin's got a big one here. Does he win this week? He's got Stafford and Jones, who's already played. James Robinson, Tyreek Hill, who I guess has cleared protocol.
Yes, he did.
Right? Okay. Justin Jefferson, Kyle Pitts, Jalen Waddle, Finn's defense, and Matt Gay. And he's playing Aaron Rodgers, who played Zeke, Michael Carter, Hollywood Brown, Christian Kirk, Mark Andrews, Adam Thielen, Saints D, and McPherson.
Are you I mean, you have Justin Jefferson, which is a great thing.
Sure. I think Waddle will
He's
have
got
a decent
Tyreek
day.
Hill, which is very nice because Kelsey is out. It's gonna be close for you, Justin.
You're really
I'm not
gonna
gonna
hope
lie. I'm not gonna
scores.
say you're gonna win because it's gonna be close. Your opponent
Very
has
close.
some very good options there as well.
James Robinson is a great piece. I'm so happy that he worked out this season, man.
Yeah, I mean your opponent's running backs don't look as strong with Carter and Zeke. The word is that Pollard is going to be playing today. Hollywood Kirk showed up last night. Andrews scares me because when a new quarterback comes in, usually they utilize the tight end drastically, and we all know that Mark Mandrews, he's a man, baby.
Man. And Thielen, if he is playing,
He is. Yes, he is.
He is.
He had the questionable tag, but yes, I think he's a go.
Hang on. I thought he was still questionable. And that is it's 1 o'clock game, so that's good. Thielen is still questionable, but expected to play?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, Justin, that's a close one, man. I think a lot of that is going to be close this week. You got Finn's defense against the Saints defense. That's a great, interesting matchup because they're going against each other. But like, how much do you trust Ian Book? Ian Book, man. Ian Book.
I mean, he did a lot for Notre Dame.
Sure.
See, this is what I like. Do you know anything about Ian Book personally?
Very little, like a little bit, but very.
So he was my 4th round dart throw in all my Superflex leagues.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Played for Notre Dame. Not too snazzy, but he can control a game. He can follow a game plan. He should be able to handle the Dolphins decently. I mean, he doesn't really have weapons to work with. So you can see a big Alvin Kamara game today. And I don't know about anybody. I wouldn't be playing anybody else.
Really think he'd be able to handle the Dolphins? Last 5 weeks are 3rd against quarterbacks, 2nd against running backs, and 10th against wide receivers and tight ends. They're top 10 defense last 5 weeks.
I think he's going to surprise some people.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not telling you to start him in fantasy.
Well, I mean, you might have to.
No. There's probably another option. I'd rather play Sam Darnold than Ian Book.
So you would rather play Drew Lock than Ian Book?
I wouldn't play Drew Lock either.
I have to. I have Taysom Hill. I had to pick up and play Drew Lock. I'm gonna play Drew Lock over my only other super flex pivot, which would be Rashad Bateman.
Go out and get Josh Johnson.
In that league, I'm gonna look because I don't think there's any way. Because I actually liked what I saw from Josh Johnson when he came in for the Jets. I thought they almost came back and won. They really did.
Are you talking about Dirty?
No. I'm talking about. No way. He's available.
You're welcome.
Unbelievable.
Moving on.
Yep, let's do it.
Giuseppe Russo. Good morning, fellas. Big day. Yes, it is, Giuseppe. Pick 3, 2 running backs and 1 flex. Half-point PPR, Justin Jackson, Miles Sanders, Rojo, Gibson, Van Jefferson, or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Giuseppe, this looks like a championship team. I definitely want to play Rojo here, and I've not said that all season long, but with Leonard Fournette out, he is definitely a smash play. Another running back, I'm leaning towards Justin Jackson. I'm a little iffy about Gibson. He's got the same turf toe situation that he dealt with last season. That's going to dictate some things.
I'm afraid Gibson doesn't have a good game.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Gibson does well when they're up, man. He might fall into the end zone, but it might be a tough one for him, dude. I kind of like. I mean, it's half-point PPR, so you definitely want someone to fall in the end zone. 2 running backs and flex here.
I mean, I guess you're going to have to play Gibson, don't you? Miles Sanders.
I'm going Justin Jackson, Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
And then for a flex,
I mean, Miles Sanders was dealing with a little bit of an injury himself, did not practice in full this week, but I can rely on him to get me at least 10 to 12 points on the ground. Hopefully he gets into the end zone.
How you feel about Van? Like Gibson or Van?
Oh, you're going Justin Jackson, Miles Sanders? You're not even playing Rojo?
Yeah.
Wow. I wanna play Rojo today.
Okay.
Against Carolina. He's gonna get all the work. And that makes me
you know what?
That leads me to believe that he's definitely going to be utilized a lot. There's nobody in the passing game.
Yeah, you know what? I take that back.
AB and Gronk like
and
that.
Gronk.
This like even
Josh
Rashad Perryman is out. So like I definitely want to play Rojo today. I think he's going to be a week winner.
Yeah, I take it back. I'm going to go Rojo. So I'm going to go Rojo and Miles Sanders.
I mean, you could play all three. I like Justin Jackson too. So let me go 3 running backs: Justin Jackson, Miles Sanders, and Rojo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Gibson news is kind of scary, man. They've been talking about it all week long. He may play. He's obviously going to play. J.D. McKissick is out, but you would not be surprised to see J.D. Patterson come in, and or Jared Patterson rather, and come in and steal some work from Gibson. It's just not a good matchup altogether. So,
I agree. All right, cool.
That Dallas defense has really stepped up.
Indeed. And speaking of NFC defenses, Eagles D or Chargers D? Interesting, right? Eagles against the Giants, Chargers against the Texans.
I would go Eagles D.
I was thinking that too.
I would go Eagles D. You got Jake Fromm starting quarterback for the New York Giants. Lots of injuries, obviously. We lost Sterling Shepard again. Kenny Golladay apparently has been hurt all season long. Not real news, but yeah, he played like he's hurt. And yeah, I mean, LA, as much as the Houston Texans stink, they can still put up some points. And Davis Mills has been getting comfortable in that offense. Brandon Cooks is out, I believe. That'll leave Nico Collins to be a dart throw sleeper today.
Be a DFS throw. DFS play, maybe. Yeah, I take Eagles.
Yeah, I would definitely go Eagles.
Listen to. And going down to tight end question, Hunter Henry or Foster Moreau?
Ooh.
I think I'll lean Foster here.
Foster, Australian for tight end?
Australian for tight end. Great. Like that. Excuse me, dying.
I'm okay with either or in this situation. They're pretty much even, in my opinion.
I mean, I just don't like the matchup for Henry.
That's true.
I just really don't. I just think Bills are good against tight end. And Denver, well,
I mean, Foster Moreau last week against Cleveland, 7 for 65 on 9 targets. Like that's important.
Say it again.
I said Foster Moreau last week, Australian for tight end, 7 for 65 on 9 targets against Cleveland. Denver, a similar style defense, I want to say.
Yeah, very similar.
I think Foster Moreau could actually have more targets than Hunter Henry.
You okay? Yeah, I could see that being a thing. I mean, Derek Carr targets the tight end. He looks for that spot, whether or not it's Waller. He looks for that valve a lot. So that also gives me a little more hope or confidence to play Foster Moreau as opposed to playing Hunter Henry. I feel like Hunter Henry would be everyone's first guess, but I think Foster Moreau might be.
I'm going to switch it. I'm going to go with
it's half point. Hold up. It's half point.
It's half point?
Yeah, right below the.
Then you want to go Hunter Henry. He's got a better shot at getting a touchdown. 2 touchdowns last week against the Colts.
I just saw that.
Yep. Go Hunter Henry.
Good pivot. That's why. Good work. Projections for Mike say he's supposed to lose by 9, but his lineup is better. Yeah, projections are garbage. You got that. You got it, man. Lucius, what's going on? Welcome in. Here we go. Need help with the defenses today. This guy is so favored over him. It's crazy, but we're even right now. Ooh, okay. Cincy, Seattle, or Chargers D? Chargers. I don't know. Bengals with Josh Johnson. I still think Josh Johnson can get some things done.
Yeah.
And then Chargers, Davis Mills can get some things done too, man. It's not Seattle
Against the Chicago Bears with Nick Foles at quarterback.
Foles. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. I still think Foles can get it done too, but he's really got no weapons. I mean, he's got Mooney, he's got Monty.
And Montgomery. Yeah. And you can run against Seattle.
That's true.
I'm going to go Chargers D here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Chargers too.
Yeah.
Close one, though. Good luck, Lucius.
Good luck, Lucius.
Fry has 19 wind speed today. Where are they playing? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm going to look it up. Elliott Fry, kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's it. And the Chiefs are playing at... The Chiefs playing.
Chiefs are playing at home in Pittsburgh against Pittsburgh.
I see that? Oh, against Pittsburgh. All right. I couldn't read. All right. Delusional Tanner, what's going on? Welcome back. Miles Sanders with DeAndre Swift in half-point PPR. He has Miles, and he's currently, after that showing last week for sure. DeAndre Swift coming off the injury.
It's still debatable that he actually plays today.
I was going to say, yeah.
So I'm going to say Miles Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Swift does play, you don't know how much usage he's going to have. Jamal Williams coming back in the fold.
Yeah.
And then they have the new kid. What's his name?
Craig Reynolds.
Craig Reynolds. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Reynolds will also be stealing some touches as well. So.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna stick with that.
Unless you absolutely have to play Swift, which I do.
It's week 16, man. Like there's a lot of absolutely have to plays.
Yeah.
That is for sure. And we will get you all those injury designations during the witching hour, which will be 1 hour from now.
There's not too many questionable guys this week. They're either
out
on the big C or they're not playing.
There's some questionables right now. I mean, Swift is one of them. You've got, Kadarius Toney is one of them. You've got there's a couple others that I just came across as I was looking through, but I don't know. We'll get those in for sure. David Johnson is questionable still.
I think he's out.
I think he's Josh Reynolds is questionable. We'll see.
I believe he is out.
Greg Martinez, good morning. Doesn't know how he made it to the semifinals. Oh, I might know how he made it. With all of the COVID nonsense, we're allowed to say it now, but let's go. Running back PPR, Justin Jackson or Giovanta Williams, and then flex in the same PPR, Jamar Chase, Giovanta Williams, or Justin Jackson. Guess if you can, flex in there.
You definitely want to play Jamar Chase today.
Yeah.
So it's either Giovanta Williams or Justin Jackson. I mean, the Raiders are 30th against the run. That's something to note.
30th against the run with a 50-50 split.
True, but I mean, that 50-50 split could yield a decent amount. It's full PPR.
Super close here. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
You look at this full PPR.
I mean, Justin Jackson will probably get a decent workload too. I guess I'm gonna have to lead Justin Jackson against Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. Yeah.
And then put Chase in for my flex.
So you got to pick one of those running backs and then. Okay, I see it. Yeah, so Chase definitely for the flex. And then, man, it is really close. I guess I would go Jackson just because of the workload.
Yeah, he's going to get a
guaranteed volume.
Yes.
Yeah. Close one, Greg. Good luck, man. Good luck. CS, what's up? Welcome back. Down bad at wide receiver this week. This is a PPR question for week 16. Hollywood, Gallup, or Gage?
Gage has really been showing up, man.
I agree. That was the first one that jumped off the page for me.
I mean, he's been playing like a wide receiver one, and that's really what we've been waiting for him for the past 2 years to do.
Oh, yeah.
Last week, 8 for 91 and a touchdown against San Francisco. We can see him do it again against Detroit today, even though Detroit is pretty decent against the wide receiver, believe it or not. Hollywood Brown. Right. I'm not trusting. I don't really want to put all my trust in him. I can definitely put trust in Mark Andrews, but not Hollywood Brown. We don't know how it's going to pan out. And then Gallup would be at the bottom of this list. So I think I'm going to go with Russell Gage here, man.
Yeah, I'm going to say Gallup would be at the bottom of that list. I think it's worth noting, to point out Josh Johnson's stat line from week 9 when he came in for the Jets. That was against Indiana. He went 27 for 41. I'm sorry, 41 attempts for 27 pass attempts, 317 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Playing from behind.
27 completions.
He was playing from behind.
Yeah. Well, okay, so
he's definitely going to be doing that today.
Right. So it's just worth. I mean, the last time we saw a backup quarterback come in for the Ravens, it was Huntley, and most of the targets went to Bateman. It seemed like Bateman was his guy. It remains to be seen which way Josh Johnson wants to go. I think he just probably wants to go to the open guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I guess the safer play here, I could see Hollywood having a decent game, but I'm going to take Russell Gage.
I think Gage is a little bit more safe.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's very close. Like you said, the Lions aren't like they're okay against wide receiver, but I think Gage gets it done. Good luck to Yes. Kicks from Mike says he's got Mahomes, Hill, Deontay, Rojo, Swift, Mixon, Chargers, D, and Goddard. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that Swift.
Yeah, you may need a pivot for Swift. If you have a better option than Swift, plug him in.
I'm sure they're going to let us know soon. And Lucius wants to know, would you play O'Shaughnessy over Hunter Henry? Yeah, I don't like Hunter's matchup either, but
no, I wouldn't do it.
He had 2 touchdowns last week. Who did they play? Who did they play last week?
Indy.
Okay. All right.
I mean, and he didn't do anything against Buffalo, which is kind of what's going to happen here. But that was that snow freezing game.
It's
going to be a little different. Right. This is going to be a little different this week. It's not supposed to snow. It's not supposed to be super windy. So you will be able to see Mac Jones throw the ball more than 5 times in this matchup.
Pieces are missing. No Nelson. No Kendrick Bourne. No Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah.
Harris is still questionable, and I believe Bolden is too, actually.
Oh, wow. Who's going to be the running back?
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be another one. What time is that game?
Awesome. I believe Harris was going to play. I know he's marked as questionable, but
still questionable.
I think he got in a full week's practice.
I think he might be playing too. Looks like he's trending the right way. And Kendrick Bourne been activated off of the COVID list, so he's actually, if there were to be no Harris, it's just going to be Bourne.
Yeah, no, I would play Hunter Henry.
Yeah. So go back up to Mike's. That's his lineup, and his opponent has Hurts, Debo, Chase, Kamara, Patterson, Pollard, Schultz, Chiefs D, Matt Gay. Oh man.
Good luck, kicks for Mike.
Listen, anything can happen. We have.
I mean, you have the Mahomes and Hill stack, which is going to pay off for you today, I believe. I really do believe that.
It has to. There's nobody else to catch the ball.
Yeah.
Like if you were to smush, like I was so wrong about my Mecole Hardman love. Like I'm ready to put that baby to bed, but it's too late to trade him now in Dynasty. But if you were to squish like Reynolds and Pringle and Mahomes Mecole like together to make one wide receiver, you have like Sammy Watkins plus.
You have Josh Gordon.
You have Josh Gordon. That's right. Yeah, you make a Josh Gordon. Question: Does Josh Gordon score today?
I mean, the guy has what, 2 receptions and a touchdown on the season.
Did he score this season?
I believe so.
Did he really? I didn't know that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna find a prop bet for that later. Good luck, kicks from Mike. Jim Rambo, coolest name in fantasy football. What's up, man? Merry Christmas.
Yeah, he scored in week 14. Vetting that real fast against the Raiders. Yes, he went 2 for 9 yards on 3 targets and a touchdown.
Okay, good for him. Excuse me.
Christmas was great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It was. It needs an RB2 as he's in the playoffs in full point PPR. He's got Gibson, Samaje Perine, or Eckler, and then Miami D or Chargers D.
So in this particular predicament, you're going to have to roll out Gibson.
Yeah. Being that there's no Eckler.
And Mixon is supposed to be playing, so you can't really rely on Samaje.
Yeah.
And then Miami or Chargers D. We just talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, so it's Ian Book. I think we took Miami here. Or I would take Miami here.
I'll roll with you on Miami.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Davis Mills isn't he's not a superstar, but he can get it done. Even though there's no Brandon Cooks, I mean, he can still make some things happen over there. There's really nothing on the Saints side that scares me. Even Alvin Kamara doesn't even really scare me right now.
No.
And Miami's been a top 10 defense the last 5 weeks, so I'm going to roll with that.
I mean, I expect the Chargers to shut down the passing game from the Houston Texans. I really do.
Hang on. I want to jump back to this real quick. So this was actually Swift, not Eckler.
I would still have to. Oh, man, that's tough.
Yeah. If Swift is see, I don't even know though, because Swift is active, how much work is he really going to get? And Jamal Williams is active and a viable replacement or change of pace back.
That's tough, man.
And I know that Gibson, is tough as well, but you could at least trust that Gibson, if it's PPR, which it is, you can hope for some work through the air.
He's a game time decision. So what time is that game today? Is it a later game?
Washington game? The Washington game's 8 o'clock.
Ooh. So at least she'll have, let's
wait for the
He's
Swift
a game
news.
time decision. So yeah, I would wait for the Swift news to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is some optimism. That was the last that came out this morning from Ian Rappaport on Twitter. I would say I would lean Swift if he's playing. If Swift plays, I'm not waiting on Antonio Gibson to be marked in or out because he may be out today. They're already out of the playoffs. They're out of contention. I guess
you don't have a choice. You don't really have a choice because what happens if, the last news on Gibson.
You're not going to know. Yeah, the last news was at 8 o'clock this morning. Yeah, optimistic, but you never know. He's going to be a total game time decision.
Oh, man, this is so tough. Yeah, man, that's really tough. We got to see what happens with that. We'll wait on the news, Jim. We'll get it to you in close to an hour. And Justin wants to know if he wins this. So let's see. Justin's got Mahomes, Najee, Jonathan Taylor, who already played Cup, AB, Knox Gordon, Justin Jackson, and Herbert. All right, so Superflex League playing against Dak, Mixon, Henderson, Cooper, Myers, Ertz, who already played, Carter, Penny, and Josh Allen.
I think you get it, Justin. I think you got it, buddy.
Yeah, I like that.
Jonathan Taylor, what a letdown in week 16, huh?
It's always how it happens,
108 yards.
Sure.
No touchdown.
You have a bonus, but I guess he doesn't.
He had that great run in the first quarter or the first run of the game. I was
just first run of the game. I was like, here we go again.
Here we go again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then just needed him to score, man. That's all I needed was him to score. Justin, I think you got that, man. All right, Giuseppe's got this one's interesting. Matt Ryan or Drew Lock? I think this is
Matt
Ryan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Matt Ryan. I'm not trusting Drew Lock. No way. No
All right,
how.
let me ask you guys out there in the tilt sphere. Drew Lock or Josh Johnson?
Josh Johnson.
Man. I mean, really? Josh Johnson. What about Drew Lock? I don't know.
I don't like it, man. I think Vegas's defense has been pretty good. I mean, they did just lose their star safety, but I still think Casey Hayward shuts down the receiving game. It's not going to be good. Look for Denver to utilize their tight ends a lot in this one and run the ball as much as possible.
Yeah, I guess
that's how you beat the Vegas Raiders. You just run the ball against them. So why I would not take Drew Lock. I think Matt Ryan, although his offensive line stinks, probably like one of the worst in the NFL, he does a decent job of getting rid of the ball with quickness, rather. Sorry. And I think his weapons are a little bit more upgraded.
Who, Johnson?
Russell Gage,
yeah.
Kyle Pitts.
Oh, Matt Ryan. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I agree. I mean, if you're talking about Josh Johnson, yeah, I think he definitely has better options than he's a better option than Drew Lock, I believe, just because he has that rushing upside too.
Thank you. Asking for a friend.
Oh, Giuseppe just said it.
Did he?
Yeah, he
nice.
All the way down at the bottom. Sorry, Giuseppe. We answered that.
Love that, man.
Jumped ahead a little bit. My bad, brother.
That's a good thing. Back to Brady Z. What's going on?
What's up?
PPR, Renfro, DK, or AB, and also Sanders, CEH, or Justin Jackson. Renfro, DK, or AB.
You're definitely playing AB.
I think so too. You have to.
Over DK Metcalf
against the Bears. Yeah, I think AB. There's no one else there to catch the ball.
News came out this week about DK Metcalf. And Pete Carroll said it, that he wanted to get him more. They're trying to figure out ways to get him more involved. And I mean, you spent 15 weeks trying to get him involved because he's pretty much the guy on your team. And if you haven't figured it out now, you're not going to figure it out in a week. And also, it was they disclosed that he was dealing with some injury and stuff like that. So yeah, DK, man, what a bust this year for fantasy football, especially where you drafted him. Renfro's interesting. He seems like, always on there, but I think AB is going to be hyper targeted by Tom Brady in this one.
I agree. I'm going.
So I'm going to go. Sure. Oh, he's just picking one out of all these guys.
Oh, no. I think it's pick a wide receiver and then pick a running back.
Oh, okay. So AB and then Justin Jackson jumping off the page. Here we go again.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I guess I'm going to go. Justin Jackson would be your floor, I guess, just because of the floor in the sense that there's guaranteed work. Sanders, I feel like would.
I think it's Sanders.
I'd play.
It's
I'm gonna
Sanders.
Go Sanders. Yeah, I just feel better about that. I'm gonna go Sanders. And then hope. Good luck, Brady. Dirty money. What's up? Welcome back. Got to pick one here. Diggs, McLaurin, or Thielen.
Diggs, McLaurin, or Thielen. You have to pick one. McLaurin gets Taylor Heineke, but he gets shadow coverage by Trayvon Diggs.
Diggs is an animal.
No, and then Diggs
Patriots take away what's working for you. I could see Diggs not having a great game against the Patriots, and I think I'm just gonna go Thielen here.
But Thielen was questionable coming off the injury. Almost played last week.
That's right.
And you know what? I mean, not for nothing. Stephon Diggs had 4 receptions for 51 yards in that Ice Bowl that we watched a couple weeks ago. So it's not going to be the case today in New England. I think they're going to have to throw the ball. I mean, obviously they want to run the ball with Singletary, but Diggs is a superstar, man. Start your studs. It's week 16, and I don't think Thielen comes back and immediately has a better week than Stephon Diggs.
It's close.
Am I wrong for saying that?
No, I don't think you're wrong at all. I mean, it's coming off of an injury. It's sometimes what happens, but then sometimes it goes the other way. It's where the Patriots are shutting down wide receivers last 5 weeks. Number one against wide receivers.
I want to see the matchup that Thielen would actually have up against the Rams.
Corner?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to look at
Darius Williams. He's got an okay matchup. I mean, for me, it's between Thielen and Diggs. But I give Diggs the notch up just because of the connection, because Thielen is the second target on that team. Now we lost. All right, so there's no Cole Beasley. There's no Gabe Davis. Emmanuel Sanders is back, but he hasn't really done much with the opportunity. Then there's Dawson Knox and Stephon Diggs. That's it. Like, Diggs is going to be the primary target. I can see like 14 targets for Diggs today. And if he can't put up a line of 7 for 80 and a touchdown with that, like, you shouldn't have him on your roster. I think he's going to be okay today.
I'll lean with you on Diggs. It's a tough one to talk out. You gotta talk that one out. But yeah, I'll lean with you on Diggs. I'm gonna bet on the targets, bet on the talent. Not that Thielen isn't. He's just banged up. Lucius wants to know about Devonta Parker or T. Higgins.
Ooh,
it's interesting.
I like T. Higgins.
I don't like how I don't know who it is every week. We're there in Cincinnati. I benched last minute, 10 minutes before the game started last week. I put in Julio Jones for Tyler Boyd. And I just punted myself from the playoffs in that same swing. What a awful. That hurt. It really, really, really hurt.
I'm going to roll with T. Higgins here. Devonta Parker gets shadowed by Marshawn Lattimore. We talked about this at the top of the show.
Lattimore, yeah.
I think Higgins should have a decent day today.
Yeah, I'm going to go Higgins too. And Rico Pellegrini, welcome in. Good morning. Thielen or Russell Gage? The Thielen question. Full PPR.
I want to say Gage.
I guess I'll say Gage until I know for sure that Thielen's playing. I mean, I don't want to do it.
It's PPR. I'm going to go Gage.
Full PPR.
I'm going to go Gage here. Yeah.
I'm going to go Thielen.
Oh, we got a tilt.
Yeah, I'm going to go Thielen on this one here. We'll get you more information about who's really healthy and who's really not healthy shortly, but I'm going to lean Thielen on this one. Up until he got hurt, he got me to the playoffs. I still think he can get it done. I think they're gonna need him against the Rams.
They're both 1:00 games.
Yeah, we have some injuries here, we'll be able to figure a lot of this stuff out, which is good. There's a lot of the other ones.
I would just go with Gage. He is a better matchup against Detroit in general. That's where I'm going to lead.
I understand. I'm going to write that one down.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Thielen versus Gage. Thielen versus Gage. This is why we do this. We need I need a dry erase board.
Same.
Or start putting this stuff down. Ooh, Post-its would be good too. Just kind of put them up.
I just put something here or here.
Oh, there you go. Right there.
Things are going to be moving around down here. I got to move some furniture around. I got to get a desk. Get all professional and stuff.
Love it. Benny Jordan, what's going on? Welcome back.
Morning, Benny Jordan.
All right, full PPR for Benny Jordan. Choose a running back and a flex. Devontae Smith, Chubbard, Amir Abdullah, Justin Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Booker, Rashad Penny. Choose a running back and a flex. I'm going to take – oh, wow. I'm between Justin Jackson and Saquon, which is gross that I have to
throw them both in. Running back and a flex. I was with you there too.
Oh, yeah, I guess you could. I mean, it's full PPR, running back and a flex. Sure.
Yep, that's the way I'm going to lean.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to lean that way too. I thought that was going to be a lot tougher than it was.
Yep.
Benny Jordan, good luck. Dill Nye the science guy. What's going on?
Maybe it's denial.
Welcome in.
I don't know.
I don't know. Is it Dill Nye the Science
I
Guy?
love these YouTube names.
Yeah, these are cool, right?
Maybe it's New Year's Eve 2023.
Do you love New Year's Eve 23?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I like it. Justin Jackson or Sony Michel or St. Brown with no Goff? Is Goff?
I would go Justin Jackson. Yeah, Goff is out on the 2020 or the Big C or COVID even for this one. We've got Jeff Blau.
I didn't see that.
We got Blau and Tim Boyle. I think Tim Boyle's actually starting. So yeah, that has a lot to do with that. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a great play up against Atlanta. But I think he'd be your ceiling play as far as if you need a last minute flex shot. I think Justin Jackson gives you a pretty safe floor. Sony Michel, I'm not trusting. It's going to be the second week with Darrell Henderson back in the fold. And we saw it go back and forth between the two of them last week. So we don't know who's going to get the work. I think Justin Jackson is the safest play for you there. Dial 9-23.
I agree. Good luck. All right, so Jim Rambo going back up to his previous tilt. Should he move Cordero Patterson out of his flex, bench Gibson, and start Claypool in the flex? So put Patterson in. So bench Gibson, and then move Patterson up to the running back position, and then move Claypool up to his flex from his bench. Interesting.
What time is the
Steelers game? Is 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's in the 4 o'clock slate.
Either, huh? Man, Washington, you're screwing things up. Yes,
I would have more information.
I would definitely move Cordero Patterson up into my running back spot.
For sure.
And
because you might get some information in between. You might get lucky and get some.
Yeah, and then you can wait a little bit on your flex because by 4 o'clock you'll know if Claypool. I mean, obviously you'll know whether or not to put Claypool in up against Kansas City. I think you could probably get something. I don't know. You'd have to keep your ear to the news for the Washington game because I mean he may play, but like I said, he may not get utilized as much. And if you see this Dallas game, like Dallas puts up 3 touchdowns, you could see Gibson just being benched.
Disappear.
Yeah, because they are out of contention. They are not going to win this season, and they know that. So why hurt him even more? So yeah. Claypool might actually be your move unless you have a better option somewhere else.
I'm sitting there staring down a Gibson problem as well, Jim. So
I have him in one league and I'm playing him. I have no other option.
I have no other option. I'm not going to start Jamal Williams.
Live and die by the pen.
So I keep it on me. Keep that MF thing on me. All right, Lucius, we got to pick 2 for him. Javonte, Ronald Jones, Joe Mixon, Justin Jackson, or CEH. It's just a silly friends league, but too many options for me to figure out. Well, let's beat your silly friends. Javonte Williams, pick 2. Yeah.
So it's all running back.
I'll play Mixon.
I love that it's all running back.
Yeah. I'll play Mixon, and I guess I'll play Rojo with the
because I'm going up against. I love Giovanta Williams, and if it's just a silly friends league, like you could play either Giovanta Williams, and I would probably say Javonte and Justin Jackson. Like, there's so many options here, like that we can't really cancel them out. Like Clyde Edwards-Helaire going up against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's 26th against running backs. Javonte Williams going up against the Raiders. They're 30th against the running back. Ronald Jones going up against
the Panthers.
The Panthers. Now, the Panthers are a little bit better at running back. Against running back.
Last 5 weeks, 21st. They're towards the back.
Falling off.
Yeah. They're
I mean, all these guys are viable.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're pretty good. That is a good matchup. Sorry, Rojo against the Panthers. Yeah.
I would just go with the guys that are going to get the full workload. I know Ronald Jones is getting a full workload. Joe Mixon has been banged up, and Samaje Perine has come in and spelled him out a little bit. Justin Jackson's supposed to get a full workload today up against Houston. You know what? I think I'm going to go Ronald Jones and CEH.
Wow, you just came out of nowhere with that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go
with
Ronald
CEH,
Jones.
really?
Yeah, I mean, with the news of Travis Kelce being out, they're going to need another passing target. So
yeah, but he sucks with the pass, man. Williams is the clear-cut pass catcher. CEH doesn't catch passes. They drafted a guy to catch passes that doesn't do it. I'm gonna look that up real quick. I want to see that because Clyde Edwards-Helaire, since he's been back, he's been targeted. The most he's been targeted is 4 times, and that was last week, of which he caught 2 targets, as opposed to. I know that there's a gap here because of the because he was out. And
I mean, he caught 2,
Jamal Williams,
3,
good God,
3, and 2 on his last 4 games. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Going back to last year, Darrell Williams has, even if you take out the games where CEH was not playing, he has still been out targeted. I just think that's worth pointing out because it drives me insane. Why did you draft CEH?
Fair enough.
Like the Chiefs, why did you do that?
So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe it should have been Giovanta Williams up against the Raiders.
I mean, that was your first one. If you're going for full like guaranteed workload, I'm going Justin Jackson and Ronald Jones for the load.
So out of those 3, Lucius, Giovanta, Ronald Jones, and Justin Jackson, pick them. I mean, Joe Mixon. Man, you got such a good lineup here, dude. You got so many good options.
Joe Mixon. You play Joe Mixon for the home run, right? Like,
I don't think you play Joe Mixon this week up against Baltimore. I don't think you do.
I understand why you wouldn't.
He practiced in full all week, which is fine. He's going to get the work. He can run against Baltimore, but he's been banged up. He hasn't been.
Yeah, but every time I feel like they say he's banged up, he comes out and it's like, oh, there he goes again. Joe Mixon made it through this entire season, dude. I didn't expect him to make it past week 4.
True.
Like every time I picture Joe Mixon, I picture this amazing running back that's made out of glass.
But these last 3 weeks for fantasy, 9.4, 8.8, 7.
Yeah,
it's tough. I think Javonte Williams, Ronald Jones, or Justin Jackson would probably outscore him today based on matchups and utilization.
Those were tougher matchups too. Hey, I'm going with either Rojo or Justin Jackson.
Joe Mixon, PPR running back 5 on the year so far. Attrition.
There it is. Oh, we got a D1 athlete on the show. Let's go.
Shout out
Thank
to
you for stopping in. Thank you for taking the time, man. Being a D1 athlete is that's a demanding workload, demanding schedule. So let's help him out here.
What school? I want to know what school, bro.
True, me too.
And what sport?
Streets.
St. Brown or Justin Jackson? I'm going to roll with Justin Jackson here. He's going to get the workload up against Houston. St. Brown, we mentioned earlier, Tim Boyle or David Bloch up against Atlanta it's a little iffy, man. I don't see good things happening for Detroit today. They were just on the turn. Now, if Goff was playing, I would say start him on St. Brown, but he's not. So we don't know what it's going to look like. The quarterback situation there is just disgusting. So I'm scared for Tim Boyle. Like,
yeah, I can't wait for this one. I
mean, Tim Boyle, just to put it in perspective real fast on that last question, Tim Boyle came in for Jared Goff in week 11 against Cleveland. He threw 15.
Did he really?
23 passes for 15 completions, which isn't bad, but for 77 yards and 2 interceptions.
Ouch.
The guy scored negative 0.92 points.
Yep.
Okay. So I am, I'm not trusting Tim Boyle and Amon-Ra St. Brown this week. If I can avoid it, play Justin Jackson.
I agree. Leverger. It's the only way I know how to pronounce that. Welcome in. Justin Jackson, Miles Sanders, or Saquon Barkley, also for the wide receiver. Or DJ Moore, rather, and or Terry McLaurin.
It would be oof. Oh,
yeah,
man,
wow.
That's a tough one.
Leverger. Let me know if this if you're here. Let us know if it's PPR. Because that might be what's swaying me one way or the other here. I want to play Sanders. I really kind of don't want to play Saquon.
It's the first hour still, kind of. Swanson, I'm going to hit it.
Oh.
tilt of the week.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean,
holy crap. You know
DJ
why I
Moore
think you
really
hit it?
has DJ Moore really doesn't do too much, but I think going up against Tampa Bay with Sam Darnold throwing him the ball might be a little bit of a different outcome than we expect.
Wait a minute.
What, you didn't know Sam Darnold was playing today?
When did that happen?
Last night.
Yeah, I must have been at work. Work wasn't that I missed that. I totally missed that. Ew.
Yeah, Sam Darnold is set to play today.
Gross, dude. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
should be
all
interesting,
okay.
right?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not playing Sam Darnold in any lineups, but it
still
helps me pick
listed as
DJ Moore
questionable.
over McLaurin a little bit easier with the Trayvon Diggs shadow coverage. I'm going to go with DJ Moore here over McLaurin. Justin Jackson, Sanders, or Barkley. It's between Justin Jackson and Sanders for me.
Dude, I think it's Justin Jackson, man. I think if I said Sanders over Justin Jackson earlier in the show, I think I might pull it back a bit.
Yeah.
I think I might just lean Justin Jackson here. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might.
I don't know. I always have this start your studs in the playoffs, but has Sanders
I know,
been
but
a
it's
stud?
also and I don't. He hasn't scored. I mean, now there's Kyle Pitts, and he's about to break the receiving record, or he's close to breaking it. Receiving record.
Sanders against Washington last week, 18 carries for 131 yards.
Yeah,
2 receptions for 15. He got 16.6 fantasy points. Do I see Justin Jackson doing better than that?
Against running backs. Giants are 22nd against running back. Washington's, yeah, I mean, I guess Washington in the last 5 weeks, they've been doing okay against running backs, and Miles Sanders was able to do that against Giants. They're awful against running back, but they're awful. Like they're all over the place.
You can almost flip a coin between Justin Jackson and Miles Sanders this week based on matchup and utilization.
There are more running backs in Philadelphia to change pace and take the.
I mean, Josh Kelly's still there too, and so is who's the other guy for not KJ Osborne? Who is it? I forget who it is. Larry Roundtree.
Oh, nice.
So we may see some of that as well. I'm going to go with Sanders, and hopefully he gets into the end zone.
I hope he gets into the end zone. He isn't.
Me too. I'm playing.
Is this the week where it happens?
I hope so.
What time is that? Oh, that's why it's the Chargers game. I can't see the stupid thing. All right, that's a 1 o'clock game too.
Yeah, they're both 1 o'clocks.
Oh man, I don't like it. I guess
you don't like it. You should be excited for Miles Sanders. Remember Miles Sanders last year in the playoffs? Everybody benched him, and then you were kicking yourself when you did because, like, he went off last year. I think it was week 15 or no.
Last year it was
week 14. He went off 115 and 2.
Yeah,
and then in the finals he had 15 carries for 57 and 1 against Dallas, but he had 4 receptions for 27 yards
on 6 targets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Miles Sanders here, man.
All right, thank you. I'll go Sanders. I had to talk it out.
Good luck, yeah.
Fun name. Benny Jordan 7-1 choose a streaming defense: Chargers, Bengals, Chiefs, Seahawks.
Chargers.
Sure, me too. I'll do that. Ryan N, what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, he needs high ceiling plays. 2 flex half-point PPR. Pick 2: Odell, Damian Harris, who's still questionable, I believe. Goddard, Claypool, Penny. I like the Odell. I'm gonna go for the Odell pick. And we talked about it. Oh, it is half point.
If Damian Harris plays,
yes.
and then I'm probably gonna go either Odell or Goddard for my second guy, and it's half-point PPR. So you're
I think I
really
might
hoping
go
for.
Goddard.
I think I would go Goddard there.
I agree. Yeah. Excuse me.
Oof.
Damian Harris slated to play against the Bills, but still designated as questionable at the moment. We'll know in about 20 minutes, and we'll get.
Well,
back
they
to
have
you
no
at the
Ramondre
show.
Stevenson, so I
Yeah,
think
so if
Damien Harris is going to play.
It's either him or Kendrick Bourne. They would be getting that, getting the goal line work. Odell, I feel like. Well, Brian says he needs high ceiling plays. So then I would
Damian
go.
Harris, when active, is a ceiling play.
No, for sure. But I guess so. Damian Harris, if he's healthy, I'm definitely playing. So I guess the high ceiling thing is between, like, for me, Odell and Goddard. And
I would
Claypool
go
too,
Goddard. I would go Goddard because Cooper Kupp has the matchup that we want for fantasy. All right. So Odell is going to be secondary. He may get a shot at it, but they may not need him to get a shot at it. They may pull away from this matchup earlier than expected. He's going up against Minnesota. I don't see it going back and forth for too long.
Minnesota's dead last against wide receiver the last 5 weeks. I mean, like, how much of that is it's a 49-point over under the implied Rams by 3.5 right now.
I think I'm still going to go Goddard over Odell.
Sheesh. Okay. I'm going to go Odell over Goddard there and hope that he ceiling plays where he breaks one away because he has breakaway speed that Goddard doesn't have. I know it's half-point PPR, but
I'm just going to want to look at one more thing, and then I'm gonna say my rebuttal. I just want one more thing.
I do have one more thing I want to look at too. I just got to get to proof.
Okay. So over the last 2 weeks, Dallas Goddard 6 for 105 and 2 touchdowns. Last week against Washington, 7 for 135.
Yeah.
All right.
2 great games.
He was not healthy against the Giants when he played them the last time, which was a flop. But he is the main target in that offense, and I think he does do well this week up against the Giants. I think he continues a stretch of at least 6 to 9 targets. I think he puts the yardage up there, utilized as a wide receiver, and he gets it done for you today. If you're talking ceiling plays, Goddard is definitely a guy that can be utilized in that sense, more so than Odell.
Okay. So I'm going to point out as well. Give me 1 second. I just got to grab the Giants down here. There they are. Okay. On a per game basis, in PPR, Giants are giving up 13.5 fantasy points to the tight end position per game. Wide receivers, Minnesota Vikings on a per game basis are giving up 43.5 points to wide receivers on a per game basis. Now, I know a lot of that is going to be Cooper Kupp. And there might be some Van Jefferson in there as well. But if you break it down,
and Cooper Kupp has a big day and he gets, say, 30 fantasy points.
Well, that's
that leaves. Well, okay, we'll even do 25. That means 15 for Van Jefferson and Odell to split. And it kind of comes to fruition. We see him against Seattle last week, 1 catch for 7 yards. That's not a ceiling play.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I think Odell is more of a desperation play than a ceiling play this week.
All right. I like it. I'm glad we worked that out.
That
was fun. Good times. Good luck, Brian. We did that, right? We picked 2.
Yes, we did.
All right, cool. Jim, I think we got...
That was the other part of it.
Yeah, I think we got to this one before. I don't know if you were here, but we thought that was a good idea. Definitely move Patterson out of your flex. Put Gibson in the flex, and then stay on the news, which is probably some of it's coming up soon. Giuseppe Rousseau, Matt Ryan, or Josh Johnson?
We talked about this.
No, we talked about Matt Ryan or
Josh Johnson.
Drew Lock.
Oh.
And then we talked about
I'm going Matt Ryan here.
Okay. This is a not get cute situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. And Caleb Simmons, what's going on? Welcome in. Chargers or Eagles? I assume Chargers or Eagles defense.
Chargers.
I'm sorry, what?
Chargers or Eagles defense? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I believe so.
Okay.
I'm still going Eagles.
For the D?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Up against Jake Fromm? Yes.
Yeah, there it is. Cool. Chef, thoughts on Judge and Danny Dimes coming back for the next year? Say, Justin?
I mean, we already know that Daniel Jones has been shut down this year. He's not coming back because of his neck issue. But apparently, Adam Schefter reported this morning that both Judge and Daniel Jones are the Giants are planning on bringing back both of them. So my thoughts, don't be surprised if we look at a quarterback in the draft in the first round this year. Just to, kind of, I don't know, what's the word, to safe.
Do nothing but build up your offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, they need to do a lot of things. I don't think Daniel Jones is the answer for New York. Even though he's going to come back next year, it doesn't mean they have to pick up his fifth-year option or fourth-year option, whatever it is. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Giants right now, man. We're going to be in a rebuild for the next 10 years.
Yikes. Hey, at least you'll get there. You'll get there eventually. Sarah Riley, what's up? Welcome back. Good morning. Half-point PPR. She needs 3. Jalen Waddle, Justin Jackson, Ronald Jones, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Marquise Brown, Rashad Penny, Devonta Freeman.
I think it's your first 3 there. Waddle, Justin Jackson, and Ronald Jones.
I would do that. Hollywood kind of jumps out, but it's risky with Josh Johnson, and I think those 3 are stronger.
Yeah, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, we already went over that with the Lions situation. Tim Boyle. Mm-hmm. Boiling it up today. He's going to boil a Falcon.
But gross. Yeah, I don't like that. Right. Zach has got Jacobs against Denver or Rojo against Carolina. Rojo.
Ooh. That's a tougher one than I would think.
Broncos have been pretty stout last 5 weeks against running backs. 9th.
Yeah.
Whereas 9th. Panthers are on the back end, bottom 10, and the Bucs need playmakers right now. No Fournette, no Evans, no Godwin.
Yeah, I guess it is Rojo.
Yeah.
Wow, that hurts. I hope he does well. Oh man,
Me
I'm
too,
afraid
man.
now. I'm afraid because now we're giving out Rojo over Josh Jacobs advice.
I mean, you kind of just gotta roll with it.
Tough one. I should have hit the button for that one. Mixon did practice in full though. Yeah, so you're right about that. Kicks for Mike. I agree. Fair enough.
Michael Brown, what's going on? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy week 16. Who should he start at flex? Zeke, Giovanta, or Justin Jackson in PPR?
Man. Zeke, you're hoping for a touchdown, which you may not get. Up against Washington. Giovanta is interesting. Up against Vegas. And then Justin Jackson against Houston, who's going to get the full workload. Yeah, give me Justin Jackson.
I was just going to say, I think I'm going to go with the...
I can't believe I'm saying that.
I feel like this all season has just kind of been like that same sort of mantra. It is close, but yeah, give me Justin Jackson, man.
I want to look up something. Is Denver pushing for the playoffs?
Denver's record is... I have it written down. Are they? That's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. You got it?
I'm looking for it. Yeah, it's loading right now. On the bubble. They are on the bubble.
They are. Yeah.
They are on the bubble. Hmm.
Yeah,
They're
I'm trying to
4th
break
in the
this down.
AFC, but the Dolphins need to beat the Saints today. The Raiders need to beat the Broncos. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's
this is really
crazy.
yeah, right? This is a wild
It's either Giovanta or Justin Jackson for me, but I mean, Giovanta is going to get the work, and he is a great player. And Justin Jackson, he's okay. I don't think he's a high-end RB1.
Did they win over the Did they beat the Bengals last week?
Who?
Broncos?
The Broncos? Yes, they did.
All right, so that means
It was a low-scoring game.
with a 39% chance to make the playoffs. They're still pushing. Yikes. It's a crazy playoff picture.
I mean, Giovanta Williams cleared injury protocols for his knee. There's no designation. Got 15 for 72 last week. Did not get a touchdown. And he did catch 4 passes. Oh, I mean, your floor for Giovanta is pretty much 10 to 12 points. Your ceiling for Giovanta is in the 20 range, but I don't think you see the ceiling just because of Melvin Gordon being there. That's why I'm leaning Justin Jackson this week, because he's going to get the full workload. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I think it's Justin Jackson.
Yeah, it is. It is a tough pill to swallow, but I agree. Zach, we got to go back to answer this one. He's running back, 2 wide receivers, and 2 flex. I don't know if we got this one. I don't know if it's in it.
Nope, I don't think he did.
He's
got a Christmas hangover going, Zach.
That will happen. All right, so we already played Chubb in his RB1 spot. So we got to fill it in a running back, 2 wide receiver, and 2 flex. All right, Mixon, Jacobs, Rojo, Lockett, Renfro, Hill, Hill and Gallup. I imagine that's Tyreek Hill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
is Lockett's out, isn't he?
I did not see that. I don't think he is. I think he's in.
Am I wrong? Oh, he got activated. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Good. Excuse me.
Well, you're definitely playing Hill.
Sure. I mean, you're playing Hill, and I guess you're. Renfro just he had a bad week last week, but like you look for the
he needs
back, right?
And 2 flex. All right, so let's do this first. Let's pick the running back.
So let's just bench some. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to bench 2.
5 guys. We got to bench 2. So bench Gallup.
Yeah.
Jacobs is gonna play
Denver.
That's so tough for Jacobs.
It is. It's what we just talked about up there too. That Jacobs.
Well, then you're gonna play Mixon and Rojo.
Yeah,
I want to throw Rojo in as one of the flex. Then
I think this is the same tilt.
Right.
Yeah, we went Rojo. So Rojo and Mixon. Or I'm sorry. You put Rojo.
I mean, either way, throw Mixon or Rojo in as your running back. Your 2 wide receivers, you're going to play Hill, and it's between Lockett and Renfro for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Lockett might actually have a good showing today.
I think I would trust that more than I would trust.
Yeah, he's got a great matchup against Chicago.
Yeah. And the Broncos have been
give me Lockett and Hill wide receivers. And then you can play 2 flex. So you could play either Jacobs, Ronald Jones, or that's tough. Get rid of Gallup and Renfro, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Gallup and Renfro.
Yep.
I'm just gonna play the matchups on that one. Renfro's talented, but I don't like the matchup. Okay. Justin, over under. First one. Over under 26. Pitts versus the Lions and Waddle versus the Saints.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'll go over.
Mm-hmm. I think you're okay there.
Underdog over unders, man. And Falcons or Fins or Seattle defense.
Fins.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chicken leg piece. I love that, man.
What's up, chicken leg piece?
What's going on? No Kelsey. Should you go Everett, Moreau, or Uzama?
Ooh. Moreau is interesting.
I had something for you.
Someone was asking me something. We were talking about Moreau earlier, right?
Yeah, we were talking about him versus
Denver, because it's
O'Shaughnessy or something.
Yeah, that's right.
I forget what it was, but we liked how I mean, even though the matchup isn't fantastic against the Broncos, Derek Carr targets the tight end position, and I think last time
I think
Waller was out.
Yeah, but you know what? Denver's number 1 against tight end. I'm gonna go Uzama here. Baltimore. Last time he played Baltimore, he balled out. I think it was only 3 catches. It was like his best game of his career. But
last time he played
Baltimore,
really?
Yeah, I was looking at it last night when I was doing my picks. Yeah, last time Uzama played Baltimore, he went for 3 for 91 and 2 touchdowns.
Wow, that is insane.
Baltimore is terrible against the tight end. So,
Baltimore, I mean, if it's a streamer, last 5 weeks, Baltimore is number 2.
Really?
Yeah. Yeesh.
Really?
Yeah, they're second. They're second against tight ends last 5 weeks.
Huh.
All right, hold on, Everett.
Well, that's because they played Green Bay, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Freiermuth was out, and then Cleveland again, and then Chicago. Not really good tight ends. I don't know, man. This is tough.
It is tough. It's all right. You feel like
Tilt of the week.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good Lord.
This one, man. It's tough, man. Chicken leg piece. I mean,
I'll go
we're
use
fried. We're fried. It's extra crispy.
Yeah.
Give me Uzama.
I'll do it too. I'll ride what he did to him last time. I'll go with that. That's a tough one, man. That's a tight end. That's a tight end tilt right there. It is 11:24. I'm anxiously waiting.
I'm starting to get some news. Chiefs announced that quarterback coach Mike Kafka, running back coach Greg Lewis, and assistant offensive line coach Corey Mathai will not coach in today's game due to the Big C.
Now I have to go. I'm in a coaches league. Right? Coach fantasy league. Now I have to go back to the coach wire. Go back to the coach room. The coach room.
Oh,
that'd be an interesting league if you had to play coaches.
Yeah.
I don't know. When does that all right, so I guess I have until they're coming in soon. Yeah, man, that last one was tough with the tight ends.
Indeed it was.
But we will see. I believe in the League of Record game that I'm playing today. I'm starting Fant, so I feel pretty good about that.
He's an okay play today.
I feel good about that. I feel good about Stafford. I feel good about Monty. I'm terrified of Antonio Gibson. Still waiting on the Thielen news. I mean,
we should have it shortly, the Thielen news.
Really hope we do. How do you feel about man, I could do that too. If the Thielen news doesn't work out, then if my claim goes through and I'd be able to start Josh Johnson and stack him with Rashad Bateman.
I don't hate that.
If I have to, I'm still starting Thielen if he's playing. But I can see that being something that's possible. Man. Wild. 11-3. How did you do it?
11-3. I went 12-2 and 13-1 in 2 leagues.
13-1. Wow.
Yeah. And you know what bothered me the most about 13-1 was I lost. The one game I lost was to the last place team.
That's always how it works too.
I would have had a perfect season, man.
Wow.
Never had
a
one. This is the
season.
closest I've ever gotten to it. 13-1. I'll take it because, like, wow.
Sure. Yeah, I've never had a perfect season. Something always happens, you know, especially the last couple of years, the way things are going. I wonder how it's going to work out next year. Like, there's got to be something. Something's got to break.
Yeah.
Something has to go the right way.
I don't know,
cough.
man. The Big C is just taking over. It's very
This is
upsetting.
the worst. It's the worst it's ever been. The absolute worst it's ever been. Where is the news?
I don't know, man. I mean,
do all the reporters have to see?
Everybody's just going over all Big C stuff, like Dalvin Cook, and it's not fun.
No, it is not fun. It is not fun to have to go scrape the waiver wire for backup quarterbacks.
All right, so I got
Week
Scott
15.
Fish tweeting out that Thielen is going. He looks good in pregame.
Okay, that's good to know.
He is a big Minnesota Vikings fan, so I can count on Scott.
That's
still
awesome.
Still wait for the yeah, kicks for Mike. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you're right.
Still wait for the official designation, but yeah, I think Thielen is going to play.
1 o'clock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 games in the 1 o'clock window. 4 games, only 3 games. 3 games in the 4 o'clock slate, and then you have America's game, Washington versus the Cowboys at 8:20. I hope I make it up for 8:20. Lately, I've been going to sleep early. Lately, I haven't fallen asleep before the 8 o'clock game, which is not like me.
I wish I could fall asleep.
Well, you have a baby.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot different. I just have a food baby. That's all I have. Sure. Sounds good.
Cool.
Yep. Got one here? Kicks for Mike says he has a feeling if Swift plays, he's going to go off.
I think he's going to be on a pitch count, to be honest. He's going to be on a snap count. Jamal Williams is back. Now, Jamal Williams wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I think he's going to share. I think he's going to share with Craig Reynolds. I mean, they're not playing for anything, so why get him hurt? If Goff was in there, I would say Swift would be a smash, but yeah, I don't know. Like I don't trust Boyle. I mean, I'm playing Swift because I have to. Maybe I should be playing Jamal Williams over Swift regardless.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's really not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I love Jamal Williams, the person. He's just so like he's hilarious, man. I want to check something real quick here. Because why would you? And where are the Lions right now in terms of any sort of playoff push? They're not, right? I'm just kidding. Of course they're not. So like, why would you like even go? Why would you roll Swift out there? They've won 2 games all season, or did they just win 1?
They won.
They tied 1. They won 1. They tied 1.
They won 1. They tied 1. They should have won a couple of them.
They played hard. Like honestly,
but see, that's the whole thing. That's the caution. That's my caution with Swift because they're not playing for anything. So why roll him out there?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
he was limited in practice all week long. He did not. Jamal Williams practiced in full. So I could think it's going to be a little bit more of Craig Reynolds and Jamal Williams than it is going to be Swift.
Yeah, I think Swift falls at the bottom of that 3.
I think they even if Swift is a go, he may just come in for a couple of plays and just see how he handles the workload, and then he's out. Like I don't think they lead on him.
I would go Jamal Williams, Craig Reynolds, DeAndre Swift in that order.
Yep. Agreed.
I'm dying. Good God. Yeah, should have won the last 4. So they've been playing well. You guys think Justin Jefferson will have a good week? Played against Jonathan Taylor. Good for
lucky.
You, man.
You got lucky this week.
You got away with that one, man. That is the week to do it. Too.
He almost had that touchdown on that opening drive. Yeah, I think Justin Jefferson will be have a great week, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Thielen's going to play. And the Rams are, middle of the road. You can give it up to wide receiver. It's Justin Jefferson. He'll be all right. He'll be fine. Faux show. Where is the injury stuff, man? This is ridiculous. It is 11:31.
I mean, it's all COVID noise, man.
I mean, I've got some
Miles
radio
Jack
static.
tested positive.
I feel like one of these, like I'm in like World War II. I'm listening to one of those radios, listening to all the chatter, decoding, trying to figure out who's in and who's out. There's just some guy in a box on the top of a mountain with a huge radio tower, and it's just him and a pencil that telegraphs all of the in and outs. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, here we go.
Cool.
DeAndre Swift is officially out. That makes it a little bit easier.
There we go. All right.
Damian Harris is active. David Johnson is out. Adam Thielen is active.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is the official injury report. So now we know if you had all those Swift questions, you can take him
Put those to bed.
Who is this? Come here, little man. Hi. Hey, boogie boy.
My dude. AJ. Tilters, that is wow. There he is. That's
What's
AJ.
up, bud?
That's a future Hall of Famer, future
say
first
hi?
rounder.
Can you say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, let me put it on the big
Hey,
screen.
bud.
Hang on. That way he can see it better.
Put my
AJ,
ugly face on the.
Look at the picture. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, big
Hi,
guy.
AJ.
Are you watching?
What's up, big guy? Hi, mama. Oh,
What's up, baby? He's just got so much going on.
he's got so much. Look at him. Yee.
AJ, where's Uncle JP?
I love him. He's adorable.
He's Uncle JP
Where's
right there.
Uncle JP?
Say hi.
What's up, dude?
He's like, no, there's too much stuff to look at.
He's like, what do you mean you talking about? There's too much to look at down here. He's like, look at this. Wait till he sees the mic.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, whoa,
He's
yeah.
doing pretty well. Yeah,
He's
so
doing
that, I
great.
mean, that.
AJ, would you start? Would you fire up Giovanta Williams here, AJ? Yeah, he would. Let's go, my man.
It's a future tilter. Yeah, he's got me tilting. All right.
Some bit going in the first round. I love him, man. Adorable. Yes.
Yeah. So with the news about DeAndre Swift, I think you can go ahead and fire up Jamal Williams as a really good option. I think it just helps us out a little bit. I think even Craig Reynolds might be an option as well. Like, so they're probably going to split the work.
Sure.
Jamal Williams will probably get most of it, but you can see Craig Reynolds. I think Craig Reynolds earned himself some extra snaps.
100%. I agree. And Rogelio got in here too. What's going on, man? Says needs some help. He's got Cordero, Tyreek, and Jamar Chase as his wide receivers. Oh wow, he's got the Cordero wide receiver tag.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
In
Did they give him
as well? They have the multiple. Yeah, because he goes
I didn't
for
know.
wide receiver and running back. Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't have Cordero anywhere, so I've never seen it. So he needs one running back and three flexes. He's got Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon, Sony Michel, Cordero Patterson, Joe Mixon, Justin Jackson, and Saquon Barkley. All right, one running back and three flexes. I'm gonna say Justin Jackson. You put in there, and you got three flexes. Wow, 1, 2.
Drool.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah. Got Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. I almost want to start both of them, dude.
So he's got Cordell, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase as wide receiver. I need one running back and three flexes. Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon, Michelle, Cordarrelle. You're playing Cordarrelle Patterson.
Gotta play Patterson.
You gotta play Justin Jackson.
Three flexes, Justin Jackson. Yeah. Do you play with the entire Denver backfield? Do you start both of those guys? Like that's actually
You
that might be
can. It's not a
awesome.
bad option. I mean, no, I don't think you take Mixon out of the fold.
Okay, I think that's pretty much what I
So
was
I
getting
think you
at.
play Mixon, you play Justin Jackson, and then you play
You pick one.
you
You
play
pick one of the-
Cordarrelle, and then you pick one of the Denver running
one of the
backs. You
Denver
don't,
ones, yeah.
I wouldn't play both of them.
It's not a bad
God, I
idea.
should have had your headphones set up. You could have hear Uncle JP.
Hey, I love him. We got to pick two and bench one of these guys too. Josh Allen, Dak, and Hurts. You got to bench one of those guys.
Pick 2, bench 1.
Allen against Patriots, Dak against Washington, Hurts against the Giants. I'm not going to bench Hurts.
I'm benching Dak.
I'm benching Dak. I'm not benching Hurts, and I'm not benching Josh Allen.
No, you can't. You can't. I mean, Allen has the worst matchup out of all of them, but it just leads me to believe that, as much as Dak's been on a not on a heater, and he's not been on a cold streak, actually.
Thanks, Aline. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Say we watching football later? Yeah.
Me
Excuse
too,
you.
bud. Me
No
too.
coughing on the mic.
Man,
JP just coughed on the mic.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm a bad I'm a bad influence.
Two goes go.
I'm sorry, I jumped back up. JC, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome in. Start one wide receiver PPR. Terry McLaurin or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh man.
In this instance, I'm playing Terry McLaurin.
I agree. We talked about this before. If it was Goff, you're playing St. Brown. With Tim Boyle, I'm not. And with Terry, you're just hoping for Terry, even though he's going to get shadow covered by Trayvon Diggs. You're just going to hope. You got to play Terry there. Y'all.
Having fun. We got to do this more often.
Right?
Not the first time.
He showed up and people just started
jumping in the chat.
Right? Standard flex for kicks from Mike here. DK, Giovanta, or Jamal Williams. Standard flex. Oh, Jamal with no Swift. Give me Jamal.
Yeah. Give me Jamal up against the Atlanta defense.
Yep. I just don't like DK. It's not going to do it. I'm getting some more stuff here. Okay, so Damian Harris is officially active. We knew that. If anyone missed it before, DeAndre Swift is not playing, so it's the Craig Reynolds and Jamal Williams show. Damien Harris is active against the Bills. Adam Thielen is active. David Johnson is out. Who else was out?
Is that the microphone? Say
hi.
hi.
Say hi. That sounds like a hi.
Do you like DK or you like Jamal Williams? Sounded like you said DK.
Sounded like you said DK. I don't know. I'm gonna write that down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, AJ's picking DK.
AJ picks DK. Allie, I love your hair. Oh. It's okay. Tis the season, bud. All right, so AJ here. We got to. I need you to set my whole lineup for me, and we're gonna start with Prescott or Hurts from Moneybags.
I'm going Hurts, man.
I am too.
I think the rushing upside kind of helps. Prescott, I don't think he's going to need to do too much against Washington.
I agree. I think it's going to be a lot of Pollard, a lot of Zeke.
Yep. I mean, I do believe that I'm not sitting Cooper or CeeDee Lamb.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
But if you have a better option, which you do here, Moneybags, take it to the bank, play some Jalen Hurts. He's been super consistent as far as fantasy production goes week after week. No difference here in week 16 up against the Giants, who stink.
Yes. And didn't the Cowboys have clinched playoff spot?
Yes, they did. They clinched this week.
Yeah, that's right. So we're in the hunt. But
not to say that Prescott, I think Prescott I think
got something to
Prescott.
prove.
Yeah, I think so. I think he stayed.
He's
I was
still gonna
reading
be.
something on it where he was very close with his wide receivers this week. He stayed in there and he was doing a bunch of meetings with them and extra practices. But
Okay.
whether or not it helps them or they need to help, who knows?
It worked for Cooper Kupp and Stafford. Little breakfast time. And I got a Michael Carter, Tony Pollard, or Emmanuel Sanders. Got to pick 2. So bench one.
I'm going to go Carter and Pollard here.
Me too. I agree. Yeah, I'm going to bench Sanders in this one.
You like Michael Carter?
What do you think, AJ? You like Carter? I'm going to pull him out of your taxi slot in your dynasty league? Yeah. Yeah. Especially if Mike White was playing quarterback. Yeah, but he's not. But he might. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Zach Wilson will take a shot and then Mike White will come in. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Say goodbye to AJ.
Bye, AJ.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Good luck today.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Mama.
Bye. Do bye-bye. No, you don't want to do bye-bye. Come on. Come here. I know, baby.
That's such a cute kid. Good job.
Oh, he is.
Made a cute kid. You look happy. You're a happy dad. Good man.
Oh, he's the best part of my life, bro.
What do he get you for Christmas?
I'm chopped fucking liver.
You're second, honey.
Thanks, babe.
You
You're
can't
second.
curse on the show, Allie.
Can't curse on here. Thanks.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Uh-huh.
That's okay. We said we
It's
we're
okay.
allowed
I
to say
needed
COVID
something.
now.
I needed something. You know.
Yeah.
I need
There
some
it
kind of ammo.
There it is. What did he get you
What
for
was-
Christmas?
What did he get me for
what did
Christmas?
AJ
Nothing.
get you for Christmas?
Nothing.
Oh, what a jerk.
He gets it all.
Good for him. He deserves it all. He sure does.
The wife, on the other hand, you know, she got me the Xbox. She got me.
She has always been the best gift
she's the
giver,
best
my
gift
dude.
giver ever.
Like always, ladies and gentlemen, she is over the years just outdone herself year after year after year. And setting the bar is something that once you start doing it, it's a dangerous road. I know the feelings. Every year I have to step it up again. So I got this. I got my fiance this a canvas print of us shotgunning a beer during our engagement photos, where the beer's like the beer's like coming out and like hitting me in the face.
Mhm. Are we sleeping on Dak
awesome.
Prescott a little bit?
Yeah, maybe we probably are. In the sense that in the sense that you're starting that you would start
him?
Hurts over Prescott? No, because not this week anyway. We need to be. This is a divisional game. They're both divisional games, so nobody wants to just go in and mail it in. Even if you're Dak Prescott,
I mean, Washington's
understand you're still gonna play.
last against the quarterback.
Right, but the Eagles still have something to play for.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? And it's at home. Like, we're not going to it's at home. It's against the Giants. I know that we're favored by 10, but we're going to put it to them. It's the Giants. We're going to, you know what I mean? This is an intense rivalry, regardless of how, whether or not Jake Fromm is starting a quarterback.
If Dak Prescott had played better the past couple of weeks, then I'd be willing to say Dak Prescott, but it's been Jalen Hurts.
If he'd been playing better the last couple of weeks, I don't think he'd be in the conversation. I don't think he'd be a question. I think he's a question because he hasn't been playing that well.
I mean, you can guarantee that like Hurts is going to run the ball at least 6-7 times. All right.
Sure.
At least 40 to 50 yards.
Right.
Possibly a touchdown.
Most likely a touchdown.
And then last week against Washington, he threw for 20 for 26 of 26 for 296 and a touchdown up against Washington. So that's the
two rushing touchdowns last week.
It's the rushing floor. It really seriously is the rushing floor.
His lowest was 30 rushing yards in week 5, and last week was close to that with 38. But other than that, it's been 77, 69, 55, 62, 71, 61, 44, 40. It's unbelievable. On the year, he has 733 rushing yards.
Yes.
And 10 touchdowns. That is unbelievable fantasy value. That's craziness.
2 past years, 5.6 yards per carry.
5.67. Yeah, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I just love it. I gotta go with
stick
it.
in Philly for a while.
I agree. I like it. Happy to have him here.
All right, I think that about wraps it up, Mr.
Sure.
Swanson.
Yeah.
I think
I
we're
agree.
gonna pull the plug on this one a little bit early. It's Christmas, we're not getting too much chatter in the end of the chat here. Oh, we got one more. There we go.
Moneybags held on to Antonio Brown until week 14 and then dropped him. Oh no, he lost Evans and Fournette. His opponent picked Brown up. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
And that's how fantasy football screws you.
I mean, depending on how the rest of your roster is constructed, you're not. Look, it's been crazy. Jonathan Taylor last night gave you 10 points. Anything can happen. You're expecting Jonathan Taylor to put up 25, especially you see the first run of the game. You're like, here we go again. And then you see what happens. Anything can happen. So it's week 16. The COVID's running rampant. Things are going nuts. I wouldn't say you're screwed. I'd say that there's always hope. Stay positive. I'm literally just talking to myself because this is what I keep telling myself every week. It's all right. Stay positive.
Do you play Van Jefferson or do you play Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Van Jefferson.
Or Darnell Mooney? No, you don't play Mooney with Foles in there.
Why
Van
not?
Jefferson.
You don't play Mooney with Foles in there?
I don't trust Foles.
Yeah, see, I do. I guess the Seahawks too. I do.
Man, I'm going to wind up losing this matchup now. That stinks.
Why? What happened?
Lost Swift, and then Gibson is questionable. So I really don't have any running back options.
We got another one too.
I had AJ Dillon last night, but I didn't play him because I really thought that Swift was going to play.
Braxton Berrios or Van Jefferson?
Van Jefferson.
I agree.
Damn, man. I hope Gibson plays. I'm screwed if he doesn't now.
Yeah, I am too.
I really don't have anybody else. Like, I have no other running backs.
If he doesn't play, I got to pull him out of my... Jamison Crowder is officially out.
Mm-hmm.
Out or in? Out. Yay. Yeah, I got to keep Gibson in my flex. Just in case. All right. Let's,
Yep, let's end this bad boy.
Got some moves to make here real quick. Jefferson or Gallup?
Jefferson.
Jefferson. You guys, it's week 16. Thank you, everybody who's been here all season long. It's been a long one. It's been a grind. A lot of stuff has happened. Guys are here. So, I mean, hopefully that means that we got you into your playoffs. So thank you for being with us. You can find me at FFJohn, JAWN Swanson. Austin Bidwell just got in here. So get that in real fast. Yeah, go for it.
Get it in.
Let's do it. And yeah, everyone, good luck.
Yeah, and we will be back for the finals, for your fantasy finals next week. And you know what, Swanson? I think week 18, I think we may just take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice.
I think we deserve that.
I think it'd be nice to take a week off. And if you're in a week 18 playoff league, talk to your commissioner.
Yes.
Because that's awful. Josh Palmer, Marquise Brown, or Michael Gallup, half-point PPR.
Ooh, since it's half point, Josh Palmer's very intriguing. I have a feeling Palmer's going to go off today with no Guyton,
really?
No Mike Williams.
True, there's no Mike Williams.
And Keenan Allen, he's got a decent matchup, but I think Josh Palmer up against Desmond King, he could have a really solid game. And since it's half point, give me Josh Palmer. Wow. It's happening this week.
I'm going Hollywood Brown.
Thielen is active, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going Hollywood Brown.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going Hollywood, but I see where you're coming from. Merry Christmas, Austin. Merry late Christmas. Thank you.
All right,
Zach,
guys.
Good luck, Zach.
Let's get
out.
Good luck,
everybody.
Till next time, we'll see you for your fantasy finals next week, week 17.
Championship week.
And
good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Keep tilting, and we'll talk to you soon. We're out. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Tilt is Real Fantasy Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our website at thetiltisreal.com for more great fantasy football content. We'll catch you guys next time on The Tilt is Real.